Okay. What's happening? Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 6 of our fall broadcast. I'm Ranger Allie.
And I'm Ranger Madison.
We're so excited to bring you back into the meadow. We have picked a new location, but it kind of all looks the same. You can see that we have a lot more browning going on up here. We'll talk about that a little bit later when we do our peak check. But first, we have to go over a few tips. So we're going to start out with the digital pass. So that's a really big one, especially when you're getting into the park, of course. So make sure that you are getting your pass online ahead of time. That's on recreation.gov. And then when you enter at an entrance station, have your pass and your ID ready, and that will expedite your entrance into the park. We also want to say that sometimes when the Front Royal entrance station, which is our most northern entrance station, gets backed up into the town of Front Royal, sometimes the town will close that road, and then you will have to detour to the next entrance station, which is at Thornton Gap, and that's about a 40-minute drive. So just keep that in mind, especially on the weekends when it's very, very busy. Just go ahead and head south to the other 3 entrance stations that we have into the park.
We've got a couple of extensions to share with you. Big Meadows Wayside is going to stay open through November 13th. The stables will also be staying open through November 13th. And Big Meadows Campground will be staying open through November 27th, with the Woodyard open 5 days a week. So you don't have to worry about trying to hop somewhere else. If you're there for the 5 days, you can get wood there. You don't have to worry. The lodges are all booked for weekends. So just remember to try to come during the week if you're still trying to get into the lodges before the season ends. It's a great time to come. It's hopefully a little less busy for you. And our partner Delaware North has a few fun weekend events to share with us. So from them we have on Friday at 6:30 in Big Meadows, we have a night sky program. Friday and Saturday from 7:30 to 9, we have live entertainment in the New Market Tap Room, so that's at Big Meadows as well. And at Sunday at 8, we have in the Skyline Conference Room our NASA Solar Ambassador to come and tell us a little bit more about space.
Yeah, night sky. It's really awesome here. It's a big deal up at Big Meadows, so it's really cool.
It's one of the best places to view the night sky. So.
Yeah. So another thing we want to touch base with you on is parking in the park. So most of you know that when you do park on the side of Skyline Drive, to keep all 4 tires off of Skyline Drive so you don't create a hazardous situation. But we also want to just mention that if you see a really busy trailhead, just move past that one. We have so many hikes in the park. We have about 500 miles worth of trails, and so you can just move on to the next one. You know, you don't, especially with the leaves that have been falling in the higher elevations, it makes, we have some people around us.
Speaking of trails, we're on one right now. You can still come this way. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Come on through. So before they get here, or we could actually invite them on. How are y'all doing? We are doing a live broadcast right now, so when you come through, just wave at the camera right there and say hi.
Hello.
Enjoy your time in the meadow.
Thank you.
See you guys. So, back to my safety message. So parking, right? Since the leaves have been falling later in the season, it kind of covers up maybe some of the more not so safe places to park. Like there could be a ledge there, or like a big old pothole that you don't want to stick your car into. So it's just a better idea to go onto the next trailhead where there is parking available. And also, if you have an off-road vehicle, that's awesome. Please don't park on our rock walls.
They are historic structures.
Yes.
We work very hard to preserve them. Your fee dollars actually help preserve them. Please don't park on them.
All right, it's time for our visual aids. So Claire, who is manning the camera today, she is going to hand those to us.
Thank
Which
you very
one would
much.
you like? Thank you. Oh no, is this the correct order?
Correct.
I don't remember. We'll just, as you're talking,
Okay.
we'll emphasize.
Okay, so we actually have released a new alert system. We teased it a few weeks ago, and we've been sending out information about it. The information about it is on our website, but we want to tell you how to sign up and what you're going to expect. So there are 2 that you can opt in for. So you can opt in for Shen Alerts or Shen Camp. And with Shen Alerts, you receive messages about Skyline Drive statuses, important notifications about potential closures or other hazards that might affect your visit to Shen. This is going to be particularly helpful as we get into the winter season. As you know, Skyline Drive closes fairly regularly when it gets icy and unsafe up here, so this is a great way for you to know firsthand and get the quickest information about Skyline Drive, whether or not it's open, as well as other dangers. And so in order to sign up for that, what you do is you text Shen Alerts to 888-777. So again, Shen Alerts to 888-777. Our other one is Shen Camp. And so you can also sign up for this one to receive campground status updates. So as you know, starting at the beginning of the season, we gave you information about first come, first serve sites. So this is a way to get a notification about whether or not the campground is full. So if you're trying to come and reserve and get a first come, first serve site, this is how you will know whether or not there is still availability at that campground. So text Shen Camp to 888-777. Again, Shen Camp to 888-777. And we do not preserve any of your information. We don't get your numbers, anything like that, and you can opt in and out whenever you choose. So we highly recommend that you potentially do that.
Yep.
And there you go.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Put these back. All right, and then one last thing we want to go over that we've been trying to hit on every week because we're so excited about it are our new webcams. We still have View of the Valley, which is down in the valley, and views up to the park, and that is a wonderful way to track some of the fall color, as well as the Big Meadows webcam. And we're going to wave because we're going to be on it.
You can probably see us right now.
Yeah, if you're on the webcam, you see us waving right now. And that one, you can track the progression in the meadow as well. And we are so amped for the first snowfall. We are going to be watching the whole time. So make sure you check those out. And then since we're at the end of our housekeeping and tips and everything, we're going to go over the peak check.
Question everyone wants.
Yes. So listen up. We are in the meadow, of course, and you can see that it's really browned out up here. That's because we are in the highest elevation, and we are pretty much past peak at this point. That will include areas like Skyland and Hawksbill. You know, the higher elevations are always the first to have peak color. They're also the first to go. But if you stick in those lower elevations, you're going to see a lot of color this weekend and probably next weekend. So you still have a chance to get up here and see my favorite, the tulip poplars, which are going to be yellow and beautiful. We still have red maples and the sumac that are like that scarlet red, and some of the maples are still orange too, and so that's giving a nice little contrast and palette. And then as the leaves fall in some of these higher elevation areas, that's going to open up the vistas, and you can actually see those lower elevation areas that have all of that color still, and you get a more expansive view from those vistas with the leaves gone. So don't be dismayed if the leaves are falling. That's actually good news if you're at an overlook in a higher elevation. So just make sure that if you all are coming to visit the park in the next coming weeks, that if you do want to see color, stick to those lower elevations and maybe not so much in the Big Meadows area, because as you can see, it's still beautiful. Don't get us wrong.
Yes.
But the color is gone. So, I think that's everything we have to go over.
Yeah, let's see if we got any
Turn
questions.
it over to the comments and questions. As soon as I can find it. I think I need to click here. We're going to watch along with you guys. All right. I love the Halloween pumpkin. Always a sucker for some holidays. All right. So, somebody asked, what's the view like from Old Rag? Gorgeous, any time of year.
Always.
Yeah, we love the view from Old Rag. Let's go to this. Okay, let's see if we have anything on YouTube. So yeah, if you guys have any questions for us, please drop them in the comments and we will answer them. All right, nothing on YouTube right now. All right.
Oh, we're getting some.
All right. So we have somebody asking about the long wait on the weekends. So if you are entering an entrance station, like Thornton Gap and Front Royal are always the busiest. And they do have designated pass lanes now, which is kind of helping speed that process up. But we really recommend using the southern entrance stations, which are Swift Run and Rockfish. Definitely. Especially on the weekends. What are some exciting species to look out for in the fall? I know that you've been using your species identifying app. Maddie loves doing that.
Oh, if you haven't downloaded either iNaturalist or Seek by iNaturalist, I love the citizen science. So there's really you can see anything. As we're losing some of the leaves on the trees, it's a bit easier to view some birds.
Yeah.
So that could be an option for you. I've seen a lot of raptors kind of floating around. I saw some on the view from the Valley webcam. So there's really kind of depends what.
June is saying hello from Scotland. Hello from Big Meadows. And let's see if we have any other questions. Keep them rolling in, folks. We are here. Nothing on YouTube yet.
Is Mara still
Mara is a retired ranger. She's still around, and we still have contact with her. You can watch any of the videos from Ranger Mara because we treasure her and her time that she was here. So.
She is still the Meadow Master of my heart.
She is.
But she is enjoying her retirement, very happy, very peaceful. Everything's cool. But if you want to see something from Mara, you're going to have to go and watch something old.
All right. We'll give it another minute for some questions to roll in. I'll go back over to YouTube, hitting that button. We'll refresh it here. If we don't get to your questions now, we will answer them in the office when we get back. We love answering questions. What about the bears? So, right now they are active in the park. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any. They're all hiding from me. But they're looking for food right now to store up for their long sleep or their torpor that they'll go into.
Mm-hmm.
We will have a junior ranger program, a virtual junior ranger program coming out in the near future about what the bears and the baby bears are doing right now. So you can watch that.
So that's a good way to kind of get a more in-depth view.
Yeah. And Douglas, we will let Mara know that you miss her. We miss her too.
I miss her.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up now. So if you have any more questions, please drop them in the comments and we will get to them as soon as we can. But thank you all so much for joining us. And we will see you next week with a surprise guest.
Yes.
All right. Bye.